You know when you say strike a pose, I don't know what that means, Fiona.
Well, you have to listen to more Madonna songs from the 80s.
No.
Evening, everybody. Morning or afternoon, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. I have no idea. And I've got tea, nothing more. Just before you ask, Terry, I know what you're like. Welcome to ODDITS. This is number 3, as far as I can remember. ODDIT stands for Off-Duty Driving Instructor Trainers. We shouldn't be allowed. But no one said we can't, so here we are. On the silly bus. Terry, what are we doing this evening?
You said you wouldn't pick on me first. Oh, I don't know, Fiona. What do you feel about it?
I think you should answer the question. I just asked.
Oh, wait
I
then.
really can't wait.
What was the question again? I wasn't listening, really.
So, On the Silly Bus is the title of tonight's session.
Yeah, I remember that bit, yeah.
So, what's it all about?
The silly bus, well, in my understanding, Fiona, we're discussing the use of silly buses in driver training.
As opposed to sensible buses.
As opposed to
Bendy buses.
real, real world buses.
Wild buses.
Yeah, real world buses, or we could call it not test focused buses.
Thank goodness for that. Is that what you were going to say, Ian? I could have just asked you.
I'm just gobsmacked by the non. What was it again, Terry? The non-test focused. Does that mean the bus goes to the test centre?
Now, everything goes to the test centre. Everything ends at the test centre.
You do know you're channeling somebody, don't you, Terry? Or is this?
Even if you have to walk to get there, or they have to walk to get back.
They have to walk to get back. Channeling someone. That's not what I called it. Anyway. Well, you did put adult content thing at the bottom thing this time, didn't you?
No, we never mentioned that.
Yeah, adult content, as always. Please be careful because no one should watch this. It's absolute lunacy.
No one is watching it, Fiona.
Oh no, we had a viewer.
Yeah, but then they could have gone back.
They went back.
Yeah. 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 Look in their cell. With the pads.
With the nice
No,
cushion
not those
on the wall.
pads, the other pads. Right, silly bus. What?
So, Ian, I just wondered, have you got any sensible words that sort of string together to make a sentence that somebody might understand rather than
I have, but I might have used them all up today. But I'll give it a go. A silly bus. It's the thing, the big thing that you teach people.
Oh, phew.
I think that's what silly buses are. The big things with lots of people on, only instead of people, the things we teach.
no one's going to have a clue what we're on about.
It's all right, none of us have either. So, they're in great company, aren't they?
Yeah, the silly bus. All sorts of silly buses. Go on.
I think sure. Okay. I'll talk normally for a bit. One does consider that part of, I wouldn't say the problem, but part of an issue.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh no, you've killed a fairy.
Is the silly bus that people, this is learners and PDIs, from have you know.
Oh, he's given up on talking proper, like.
it's based on the driving test sheets.
Oh, yeah.
And so then the training becomes what? Test focused.
Yeah.
And then I've got to say to you
Exactly.
two what we think about test focused training. Have a silly bus. Only Fiona would actually have a silly bus. Give me strength. Only you, Fiona.
Should it not be the other way around, though? Not the bus. Yeah, the bus. You can put the bus. That's it. That's it. Now it's going the right way. Should it not be the other way around? Shouldn't the test be based on the syllabus?
Oh, that's an idea.
There might be someone you can write to about that.
Shouldn't the syllabus be everything you need to know and be able to do in order to be successful in your test?
Do you think someone should have written that down, though?
I think somebody maybe has, you know.
Really?
Shh. Don't tell everybody.
Don't know what you're talking about.
No, perhaps they have.
Maybe that's the problem. So what you're saying, Ian, if I heard you correctly and understand what you're saying, you're saying is somebody has written a syllabus.
Yes, I believe so. Dramatic music, and let's have a cutscene.
Let's have a cutscene.
Okay. Yeah, well, dramatic music plays, and then the advertisers come in and advertise their stuff, and then we come back.
What's a cutscene?
Oh, it's a technical term.
All right. Okay, is it a northern thing, is it, by any chance?
Here we go with the accents again.
If you were in his house, you could see.
Hey?
What do you mean, Ian? Going back on track.
About what?
Buses don't have tracks.
The syllabus. I think more than one person was involved in writing the syllabus for people who want to learn to drive. I think so.
From one country or?
Probably more than one.
More than one country.
Yeah. Depending on where you want to learn to drive. I would imagine it moves as well. It changes depending where you're driving. Potentially.
No way.
Potentially, unless of course your national testing organisation is a national testing organisation, and then if they were involved in the syllabus, it would have to be national.
National, eh? So is there a standard in this syllabus?
Well, it'd be really good if we could standardise things on the buses, wouldn't it? Like the number of seats and the fares and things like that. That would be really good on then it wouldn't be silly buses, would it?
No.
Do you have to stand on the bus?
Well, only if they're busy. Only if they're full.
Can you sit on the stand?
It says when you get on how many people can sit, how many people can stand, and how many wheelchairs can be on there. Now, I've never seen a wheelchair travel alone, but apparently they can.
You've got people in them, you mean?
I've not been on a bus for years.
Not even a silly bus.
No, stay away. I definitely stay away from silly buses, man. You know what I'm saying?
I quite like silly buses.
So it's a national
silly bus. Standard.
National standard. And what's the national standard for? Yeah.
Well, there are many, many national standards. You can have a national standard for pig farming if you want.
Right.
But that wouldn't help silly buses. That wouldn't help buses.
No. It would help pig farmers.
Do you think Fiona's regretting inviting us to do this?
I'm just thinking, is there anything of use so far?
No, let's press record now. Let's start.
All right.
Right then.
Take a pause.
So national. So let me have a guess, Ian. Are you talking about the National Rider and Driver Standards?
Well, yes and no. I'm also talking about the syllabus for learning to drive or learning to drive a car or a small van, mind you.
Right. Okay. And this is a locked document in some secret safe at the bottom of a basement underneath wooden floors and a hidden room and
I'm pretty sure.
6-inch steel forts.
Well, there might be one there. The original might be
The
there,
original. That'd be worth a bit.
but I think if you search engine it,
Search engine.
Google, or
Oh, you mean Google?
any other one.
What'd you say? Google it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what our advertising.
Because we weren't being, because I think there might be financial gain if we advertise things.
Or Google.
Other
No, there ain't.
engines are available.
Yes.
Yes, I forgot the question, Terry. It's this short-term memory loss I've got.
It's no problem, Steve.
Thanks, John.
So the syllabus then. Yeah, national stat. I mean, yeah, the hidden one. Is it hidden? I said, is it hidden, locked away somewhere?
No,
Or is
I'm
it
sure,
freely available on a Google and other
I'm
search
sure
engines?
if you Googled it, you would be able to find it. But if you were struggling to find it, you could go to gov.uk and you can find it there.
Or we can put it in the thread.
There's thread.
What's she talking about, thread?
Did you say Fred's or bread or Fred?
I don't know. She's fun. Lost it, Ian.
I know. Do you think she's on hard there?
We can put the links in below.
Links? Are they different to Fred's?
Terry, remember when you say
no.
When it says click the link below, remember to put the link below, won't you?
Link. That kind of link.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember, Fiona. So the syllabus isn't the driving test sheet.
No.
Well, it shouldn't be, really, should it?
Of course it bloody shouldn't be.
The driving test sheet came from where, though?
No, they came from where? Came from probably Nottingham. That's where DVSA are. Where's Mars away from Nottingham?
Mars.
Well, I think Ian's closer to Mars than the rest of us currently.
Oh well, I'm in the Delta Quadrant.
Are you?
Yeah, that thing behind us goes to the Delta Quadrant.
Okay.
Yeah, where the shapeshifters and all kinds of interesting people. Not that used to aren't interesting.
Yeah. No. How was your love life, Ian?
Pardon?
Oh dear.
Oh.
So city buses. Why am I the one keeping things on track?
I'm not. Yeah.
You're the only sober one.
No, I'm just the one laughing today.
Jeez. So yeah, the city bus. It's this is my issue with the city bus. It's based on the tests, and even PDI is based on the Part 3 sheet, and it just goes back to the old test focus training, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why it's a silly bus.
I think if the silly bus tells us what you need to be able to do and what you need to know and understand to do the job properly. It
needs to be there in some format somewhere, not in where, in a place.
So we know what we should be doing.
So that
what we should be doing, not what it should be focused on. We should. It's
a bit like the PSTs, where people need to be able to do things.
I don't think it is. I really don't. I think it's what you need to be able to do, what actions you need to be able to take as a driver.
I didn't mean it's like the PSTs. I meant it's in a similar way that you need to be able to do and understand things, those sectors of the PSTs in everyday driver training. And the test was,
Yeah.
so I didn't mean it's like
Sorry.
that. I meant
Sorry.
in a similar way as our discussion was.
I think it's a bit like I forgot the name of the program, but never mind.
That's life.
No,
Blue
the
Peter.
one
Saturday
where people didn't know what they were going to cook with.
Can't cook, won't cook.
Yes, that's it. It's where you turn up and you get a load of ingredients and you've got to make something at the end of it. Now, in my head, a syllabus of those ingredients and what you do with those ingredients, at the end of that, you produce somebody who can drive safely or teach well.
I like that analogy. I like that one.
That's what I think it is. It tells us, it gives us details about the things we should be teaching, but not how to teach them or specifically what to teach. So we can have fun with it.
Well, I think that's certainly something we do, all of us, three. Not necessarily here. I meant actually when we're doing something out there in the world. So in the syllabus, it doesn't say anywhere that somebody should be able to drive themselves to and from work on a stressy day with a kid in the car.
No. I mean, the thing I always remember, the thing I always remember for it is you should be able to approach all kinds of junctions in a safe, systematic way, using something along the lines of, I'm not saying it because everybody knows it. Everybody's singing along with us in the audience now. But
that's why we can't hear them, Ian, because nobody's watching, because nobody's singing.
I was going to say maybe we should have a dancing ball along the lyrics, but I know you'll twist that round.
Come on, dancing ball. Oh my God. Come on. What could I possibly do with that?
I don't know. I'm just
I've got
twisted dancing ball.
I've got all sorts of mental images of.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
I'll see you next time. That's me. Bye now. So,
but it also go on.
No, I can't remember. I was going to say, where am I? Who am I? And what am I doing here?
It's not AA, you know. You don't have to say that here.
Hey, other driving schools are available.
Huh? And breakdown services, and home insurance places, and
yeah. My concern, if one may be slightly serious for one moment, if one no.
Oh, come on then.
My concern is when people look at the syllabus, they'll look at the marking sheets. And they'll design their syllabus on based on the marking sheet, because that's what they're going to be tested on, so that's what I'm going to teach them. That's what they need to know to pass the test. And it doesn't, I mean, you both know it doesn't go anywhere near deep enough, but that's a different story. But it doesn't even contain, and I know lots of instructors out there do this. I know lots of other instructors think a bit bigger than the driving test sheet. You know, I don't know how you do it, but things like, it should contain things like, you know, like you said, Fiona, driving to work when you're stressed, or going through a drive-through, or take me up and out of a multi-story car park, or, you know, what I'd really like to see, 1 in 3 tests start with the Dukes of Hazzard getting in the car. I've got to jump over the bonnet and jump in the window, examiner and student. Oh my God, that'd be brilliant.
It would, wouldn't it?
Well, you could do a Starsky and Hutch start as well.
Huh?
A Starsky and Hutch start as well.
Starsky and Hutch style as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what I want to see. And it's like a lucky dip. Who got it today? Anyway, but yeah, and those kind of things get missed from a lot of training
Yeah.
because people look at the driving test sheet and go, oh, that's what I got to learn.
And that's why people find it hard. And there was a post recently on Facebook, wasn't there, where people get frustrated with how the syllabus and the format seems to have gone silly, because now we're supposed to ask people, what do you want to do today? Like, that's a thing to be asked. And there's a lot of confusion because people don't seem to be clear about what they're doing, what the importance is of our job.
Yeah, I think my reply to that post had my feelings on it.
I think so. It was a sad thing, because it's sometimes when people have posts like that, they're actually doing good stuff. They're actually doing the right things, but they don't call it what it is. So sometimes people are doing the right thing.
Yeah. But I just think people should, and I said before, like I said before, loads of instructors do, but I think we as a collective should really look away from the test sheet rather, TDIs and learners, because there's
Yeah.
so much more to know and so much more to love about driving and to love about learning to drive. But simply not done a lot of the time because it's not meant to get tested. Why should I bother doing it? I mean, I know examiners,
Yeah.
sorry, not examiners, instructors that round here that if they've got an 8:30 test, they won't do dual carriages with them because they won't go on the dual carriageway round here at 8:30 in the morning. And I
Yeah.
don't know how you can get more test focused than that. But that's linking it to the test centre, test sheet.
That's I mean, I'm assuming that happens up your way, Ian. That certainly happens around here.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're playing the odds. I mean, obviously, I'm much further away from busy
Civilization.
roads,
I mean, yeah, I mean, busy roads, I mean, you saw, yeah.
massive amounts of traffic than used to are. But you can play the chances anywhere. You know, and the 20 test everywhere is going to be busier than the 1024 test if it's still at those times. But you know, you've still got to drive in traffic. You've still got to deal with other people. You've still got to tell people what you're doing and recognise what they're doing.
Well, I know that, Ian. I know that.
I met someone on one of the police diversionary courses. This poor young lady had a crash.
Did she go the wrong way?
She'd had a crash.
That's why she crashed.
She had a license.
She got diverted.
Yeah, the license. Well, I'm trying to say something serious.
Sorry.
One time I actually managed to have a straight face for 3 seconds. I've just been cracking up at you two all evening. She'd had a crash, and the crash was severe enough for the police to be called. The police sent her on a police diversionary course. She spent a lot of money, and she told me when we were around that her driving instructor only got her to do test routes. It was test focus, and this was 6 months ago, something like that. And
6 months ago.
That I met her. So that's how recent people are still training test routes. And I find it sad, really, that there's such a diversity within our community. And sometimes the only part of the community we see of each other is on FaceAche. And FaceAche is not the kindest place. And then we're on FaceAche. Well, Ian's got to come on a little bit more. But Terry and I are on FaceAche, and we just come across as the real numpties.
Or the ones who think they're better than everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is sad because it goes, that's like anti-coach.
Yeah. And then we make people cross, and then we can alienate them from something that they'd actually like to do and get a lot out of. But I was just thinking back to the joy of understanding the syllabus and the principles within it, but then just going out and doing stuff in a car. Because when you don't teach syllabus things, when you don't teach, this is your left turn, this is your right turn, people drive and everything's just a thing where you do that routine that you were hinting at earlier, Ian.
He's one to throw to the Lions. I believe
It's Russell Crowe, isn't it? It's Russell Crowe.
I believe not
I
only
can
are
fly.
the children our future, but
I thought you could fly.
teaching subjects gets in the way of good driving. If you teach people subjects, it gets in the way of good driving.
Sounds
Absolutely.
like an audit to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was that? I've got to write it down.
I might have a
you find
workshop
your
on why
hobby?
don't teach.
You might
Hey, I'm advertising. Be quiet. I might have a workshop on why we don't teach subjects.
So we won't cover it as a thing then.
We can cover it as a thing. It's fine. I think we should.
I think we should, but I
only get like 2 people on workshops and 1 watching here. That's 3 people. We're like 50% more knowledgeable.
excellent. Does that mean
Actually, one person's me. 1 person on the workshop and 1 person listening said doubles.
Yeah, but apparently we're selling workshops that people don't need. I kind of understand that because my workshops, everyone knows how to scale. I've got a scaling workshop, so yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, no one knows how to
Everyone
scale
knows how
anyway.
to do it, but I think it's one of those. I think it's one of those things. Ian, have you got any workshops yet?
No comment.
He's an Alpha Centauri, isn't he?
Out of me.
No, he's working on them, Terry. On them.
Was he? He's not. Last time I spoke to him, he wasn't. I had a go at him saying he should do something, but he said, "No, I don't really think I can do any work."
Well, who wants to listen to me droning on about what I do?
I do.
Well, you pay me and I'll come and drone on at you.
It's not droning on about what you do, is it?
Yeah.
That's what Terry does.
Something right again. Oh dear.
I'm going to be doing something exciting soon. I'm going to be doing a bit more.
Parachute jump.
No, a bit more work with one of the emergency services.
Ooh.
Thunderbirds.
I'll go.
Not Thunderbirds. Oh, bloody hell.
It's secret Thunderbirds. Anyway, can't say anything because I'm not supposed to do that.
Well, you just have.
Well, don't. It's only us 3. No one's watching. Spill the beans.
I need a tin opener for that.
Our tin opener's broke.
Seriously, Ian, how is your love life?
It's an opener's broke.
Oh, dear.
Right.
So back on track then. You're trying to you're trying to get back on track.
Do you know when your next workshop is though?
No. I'm organised. Let me silly.
So
what?
Will they be able to find it on the Done Stressing?
Oh, they're fine. Yeah, I'll stick it up on Bookface and yeah, Done Stressing stuff. So we you know what? I know what we should do.
What? Do you want to share? Come on.
Yeah. They should make it illegal something that you have to know about the national standards to be an ADI. That's the one.
Put it in there.
So all you've got to do.
It's recommended reading, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think it's on. Is it on the recommended reading list?
Yeah, I'm not sure it is. I don't know.
It's dictation, isn't it, though? It's a while since it's a while since I've read it. I know we should be doing it, but that's in those. It's referred to quite regularly, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still so many people don't know what it is, don't know it exists, never read it, heard about it, don't know about it, never heard of it. Know about it, use it. It's minority.
Well,
That's the problem.
Even on that, because everything reinforces the way to. It's all about the test, that test focus, but everything's reinforced. When you go through that, and I used to have it back in the day, and I'm so sorry.
Syphilis.
I admit it. No, that's all cleared up. Thanks.
Oh, good.
These are false. Apparently, Dusty. Right.
That's why I get complaints. Joy.
So, no, I'm too tired for you to. The pupil's progress. Progress isn't a linear thing. You don't just learn something and then stay good at it. If you do it in this modular thing, yeah. But, I don't see how you can be, I've told you how to do right turns and roundabouts and now you're at a, what was it, 1 to 5 it used to be. I don't know what it would be now.
Yeah, the one is 1 to 3s, 1 to 5s, there's 1 to 10s, or was it 4 talk through?
But all of those things, it always frustrated me because why would you give someone that total number when we all go up and down? I followed Terry the other day, Ian. He did some really, really dodgy stuff. He didn't know I was there. I didn't have my car marked up.
Do you know what I say to that? I'm very pleased I'm hundreds of miles away from you.
It's only 6 hours on the train, man. Well, it's not very far, is it, man? Well,
you should have to run quite fast to catch me, though.
I don't think I do.
Well, you can get the train.
I was also
I'll just feed you some whiskey and I'll easily catch you. Sorry, Nicole.
I just thought of blisters. I was just thinking of you walking or running anywhere, and all of a sudden the word blisters came into my head, and I don't know why.
What, when you looked at us two, you thought of blisters?
No, Terry, really.
You said nice these things, Fiona. Thanks.
Well, you reminded me of the syphilis or one of those diseases.
Didn't remind me of it. I just said you had it. There's a difference.
Can I just ask, how long is this going on for tonight?
I don't know.
What time do we start?
Don't know. It should have finished ages ago. Are we going to leave it? I'm going to push. Right, strike a pose.
Final thoughts.
Don't
answer it. Tim's answered.
Huh? Final thought, Terry.
Final thoughts. Anyone listening, use imagination. Don't follow a set syllabus and just have a play with stuff. Oh, yeah, that could be misconstrued. Yeah. Have a.
Can I do my final thought?
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Ignore what Terry's just said, everybody. He didn't mean it.
Don't be scared to experiment. There we go.
Experiential learning, there's a thing.
Oh.
Uncle Ian?
Final thought, Lavelle?
On the syllabus. I like a syllabus because it gives me a recipe. It gives me the ingredients. And with those ingredients, I can make different things. I can make different things.
Is he broken?
I think so.
Different things.
I think the recipe is what we're trying to get away from. I think
it's the syllabus is just a list of ingredients, isn't it?
Yes.
It depends what syllabus though. It's national. Right. Fun thought. Read the national standards, people. If you don't know what it is, I've never had it with it before. You can Google it. See, I didn't say Google. I didn't advertise it. So there you go. Fiona, your turn.
Didn't advertise what?
Google.
There you go. You said it.
Oh, they're going to have a magic roundabout now with Dougal.
Yeah.
Please don't do what I heard a colleague doing. He knew on session 8. He knew on session 8 what he was going to be teaching that learner. Don't do it that way, peeps. Just be with people and help them learn some stuff. It doesn't have to be specific. You need to, I think, in my final thought is, we need to understand all those different ingredients. We need to have loads of recipes and recipe books and access to the Google rank of recipe books in order to bring that all together for a person in a car.
What did you call the Google recipe books?
Don't know.
One with banker.
It began with a B. That's all I'm going to say. Right, Ian.
Hello.
The next one, I think we have the subject about topics and subjects, and what was it? What are we going to do on the next one? Are we going to do that?
Why you don't teach subjects?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. There you go. That's what we'll cover on the next one, if we can remember. Hopefully it will be out soon. I'm going to ask you to strike a pose. Thank you, viewer, for watching with
Thanks, ma'am.
Patience. Strike a pose. Oh, I need a hand.
I won't tell you where mine is.
As per usual.
I haven't pushed it yet. I can't find the button.
As per usual.
Restrike it. Restrike a pose or punch. 1, 2, 3.